The connection between Inanna, Ishtar, Astarte, Venus, Isis, Sirius, the morning star, and Lucifer is rooted in the shared cultural and mythological traditions of the ancient Near East and Mediterranean, which often drew symbolic links between deities, celestial bodies, and natural phenomena. The Star of Ishtar, Inanna. The Star of Ishtar or Star of Inanna is a Mesopotamian symbol of the goddess Inanna, Sumerian, and her East Semitic counterpart Ishtar, Akkadian, Babylonian. The symbol often features an 8-pointed star, representing the planet Venus, which has a dual role as the morning star and evening star due to its visibility at dawn and dusk. Inanna, Ishtar, was associated with love, fertility, war, and power, and Venus, with its brilliance, symbolized her beauty, prominence, and duality. The owl as a symbol of Ishtar. The owl was another primary symbol of Ishtar, representing wisdom, mystery, and her connection to the night. Inanna and Ishtar's connection to Venus. Venus's appearance as the morning star at dawn and evening star at dusk was mythologically tied to Ishtar, Inanna. In myth, her descent into the underworld and subsequent return mirrored Venus's disappearance and reappearance in the sky. This cycle represented death and rebirth, a theme central to Inanna's myths. Astarte and the morning star. Astarte, the Phoenician, Canaanite goddess, was closely related to Ishtar and Venus, often regarded as a regional variation of the same goddess. Astarte, like Ishtar, embodied fertility, love, and war, and was also associated with Venus as the morning star. Sacred groves and Asherah poles, wooden symbols or trees, were often used in her worship. The Bible frequently refers to the Asherah as objects of idolatry, often linked to Astarte. These groves or poles symbolized life, fertility, and divine feminine power. Groves, trees, and wooden symbols represented fertility, life, and connection to the divine in ancient cultures. These elements were seen as manifestations of the goddess's nurturing and creative powers. Sacred groves were symbolic of fertility, regeneration, and the goddess's creative power, which aligned with the roles of Ishtar and Astarte as fertility goddesses. Worshipping groves often involved fertility rites, offerings, and sometimes ritual child prostitution, practices attributed to the cults of Astarte and similar goddesses. Astarte as the consort of Baal, ritual child prostitution, went hand in hand with ritual child sacrifice to Molech, or as a type of Molech sacrifice, Isis and Sirius, Isis. The Egyptian goddess of magic, fertility, and motherhood, was symbolically linked to the star Sirius, the dog star, Sirius's heliacal rising, its first appearance in the sky for a period of invisibility, heralded the flooding of the Nile, a time of fertility and renewal, tying Isis to themes of life and rebirth. While Isis is not directly associated with Venus, her prominence in the sky through Sirius mirrors the role of Ishtar. Inanna as Venus, Isis. Numerical value is 9, 19, 9, 19 or 9, 1, 9, 1 in Pythagorean gematria. Take note of the numbers 9 and 11. Venus and the morning star. The morning star is Venus, when it appears in the eastern sky at dawn. The title of morning star was mythologically significant across cultures, symbolizing heralding light, renewal, and power. In later traditions, the morning star became a title for deities and figures, such as Lucifer in Christian mythology, showing its enduring symbolic resonance. Synthesis of connections. Inanna, Ishtar, goddess of love, war, and fertility, symbolized by Venus and the owl. Astarte, a regional equivalent of Ishtar, similarly associated with Venus as the morning star. Isis, connected to Sirius, symbolizing fertility, renewal, and magic. Venus, the celestial body tied to Inanna, Ishtar, and Astarte as the morning and evening star. Sirius, the star linked to Isis and the Egyptian agricultural cycle. Morning star, a celestial symbol of light, renewal, and divine prominence across multiple traditions. These deities and celestial associations demonstrate how ancient cultures intertwined myth, astronomy, and theology to explain and symbolize natural phenomena and divine powers.